Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as we begin tonight's program. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Chicago Midwest chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Diana Borey.
On behalf of the Board of Governors, I'd like to welcome you to our annual celebration of excellence in local television. Congratulations and good luck to all the nominees. Our Master of Ceremonies tonight has made us laugh for more than 25 years. He began his career on the Second City stage, moved to SCTV, and then to the movies. Animal House, Stripes, Meatballs, Back to School, Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day were some of the comedies he wrote, produced, directed, acted in, or some combination thereof. He's a native Chicagoan who has come full circle, recently moving back here with his family. When the TV Academy needs a host, who are you going to call? Please welcome Harold Ramis.
Something strange in your neighborhood.
Thank you.
Who you gonna call?
I remember that song. Thank you, Diana, and thanks to the Academy for inviting me to be with you tonight. It seems natural as we approach the beginning of the 21st century that most of us are focused on the future, and particularly for us, the future of television, as it relates to a host of new technologies, online entertainment services, and interactive possibilities too boring and complicated to mention. I can barely work a fax machine, so you can imagine how thrilled I am about the future. Last thing I need is another remote control. So I thought that tonight I'd take the opportunity to talk about the past, not because it was better, it wasn't better, but because I think we tend to take what we have now for granted. My favorite metaphor for what we've come to is a guy flying from LA to New York in first class. He's got the big leather seat, it's 35,000 feet off the ground. He's flying 550 miles an hour, watching a new movie on a liquid crystal high-8 personal video monitor. He's talking to his agent on a cordless airphone, and he's complaining to the flight attendant because he can't get an end cut of Chateaubriand. Okay, I really wanted an end cut. I shouldn't have made such a scene, but you know. What I later realized was that I was missing the real miracle. See, I started watching television when I was 5 or 6 years old. It was around 1950. The first TV we all watched was my cousin's 12-inch Admiral. Then my parents bought one. We couldn't afford the 12-inch. We got a 10-inch Philco. That's right, it's a 10-inch screen in a cabinet the size of a Buick. And the picture was usually more fuzz than actual image, but we watched everything that was on. I mean, everything. We savored every minute of it. We were like some lost tribe in the Amazon seeing a mirror for the first time. We just could not take our eyes off the television. Not that the content didn't matter, but the miracle of TV itself was enough for us. I used to get up on Saturday mornings. I would watch the snow on the screen until the test pattern came on. They had an Indian head test pattern. And then I would watch the test pattern until the Star Spangled Banner came on, and I would sing along, and then finally the first kids show of the day. Today, I can turn on my 40-inch Mitsubishi television with picture-in-picture and surround sound. I can flip through 40 or 50 cable channels, and I can't find a single thing that I really want to watch. I'm not complaining about the quality of TV today. It's not about sex and violence. I like sex and violence as much as the next guy. It's more about predictability, redundancy, and mediocrity. I guess I want the miracle back. I want to be excited about TV again, and I'm hoping you all want the same. Tonight, for the 38th year, we're here to honor those who are keeping the miracle alive with awards for outstanding achievement in local television. Our nominees come from Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Madison, as well as Chicago and downstate Illinois. More than 250 nominees in 53 categories. What does that mean? Long night. That means lots of talent, a lot of nervous nominees, and we're going to really move this thing fast, believe it or not. What we have in mind is to give everyone his or her due and then move the program along with some, subtle poking. It's not an easy job, but you can help. After each Emmy is announced, a portion of the entry will be shown on our screen. While it's playing, we ask the recipients to come up the center stairs promptly to the microphone at my right. When you receive your Emmy, make a brief, that's the key word here, brief acceptance speech. If several people win one Emmy, everyone is invited to the stage, but please, only one spokesperson per group. Okay, now to make this official, here are the men with the envelopes from the accounting firm of Altshuler, Melvoin, and Glasser, Mark Gaines and Dan McCann. My boys. There you go, all right. The Academy thanks Mark, Dan, and AMG for its continuing support. Inside these envelopes are my tax returns. Are tonight's Emmy recipients, and you will be able to follow the categories in your program and right here on the screen. So let's get started. Our first presenters come from WGN News. Here are anchors Allison Payne and Larry Potash.
Good evening. I can't remember where we were last year for this occasion. How many of you were here last year? Do you remember the mystery meat we had for dinner? Dinner was wonderful tonight. Really, compliments to the Bismarck. It was delicious.
And I'm told we're setting the tone for the evening, being the first presenters, so I'll apologize in advance.
We are here to present Emmys for informational programs starting with Category 11, Outstanding Achievement for a Public Affairs Series. The nominees are Almanac, KTCA, Newsnight, Minnesota, KTCA, and Chicago Tonight, WTTW. Good luck.
For Outstanding Achievement for Informational Programs Public Affairs Series, Almanac, Brendan Henahan, producer, Eric Escola, Kathy Wurtzer, hosts, KTCA TV.
And they are here.
My name is Daniel Bergen. I'm not Brendan or Eric, but proudly accept this on their behalf. And probably not the last you're going to see of me tonight. I'm the only one who could make it down from Twin Cities Public Television, and as usual, we're going to take a lot home. So I'll see you soon.
Rub it in.
For Outstanding Achievement for a Public Affairs Program, the nominees are The Story of Cabrini Green, Chicago Local Access, Channel 51. Bridging the Gap, NBC 5. Who's Responsible? Faces of Juvenile Crime, Wisconsin Public Television. Survive Alive, NBC 5. African Roots, American Soil, WBBM. The Great Pop Quiz, WBBM. Well, you guys are confident over there. Summer Water Safety Special, WCCO. And the Emmy goes to?
Oh, we have two winners. The first one goes for African Roots, American Soil, Rita Wack, Ron Vassar, producers, Steve Baskerville, host, WBBM TV.
Look closely, and you can see its rich culture in our art.
You'll read about it in our literature.
6 months to be sad, and after that, for her, it was finished.
And if you listen carefully, you just might hear the sounds that traveled over the cotton fields in our music.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to thank God for my existence and talents, Channel 2, the management team, Mary McGinnis for giving us the assignment, Rita Wack, who's not here, co-producer, great man Steve Baskerville, and all our ancestors and African Americans and people from Africa that came to this country that helped make this possible. One thing you might think about, when you're having that coffee tonight, it was because Africans brought the coffee bean to America, and that's part of what the show is all about.
This is fantastic. I just want to stand here longer so I could be on the big screen a little bit more. And you know what? We'll be back. This is not the last from us. We'll be back too. Thank you very much.
Ron and Steve, congratulations. The other winner tonight in Category 12, the Great Pop Quiz, Craig Constantine, producer, Lester Holt, host, WBBM TV.
There are tough questions ahead for every child, and maybe a few more for Nathan. But Mark isn't rushing them. He's taking fatherhood a day at a time.
I'm satisfied right now with the fact that he knows that I'm his daddy. If he wants something, he can ask me for it. If something's bothering him, he can tell me about it.
Thank you. I want to thank Craig Constantine, the producer, who put a lot of hard work in this, Marion McGinnis, and I have to thank my boys, Stefan and Cameron, because they were actually a part of this special, and I promised if I win, I'd mention Stefan and Cameron. Thanks, everybody.
Ready? Mm-hmm. And now for Category 13, Outstanding Achievement for a Conversation Program Series. The nominees are the Sports Writers on TV, Sports Channel Chicago, Chicago Week in Review, WTTW, People to People, WGN TV, and Sunday with Steve Baskerville, WBBM TV.
We have two winners. First Emmy goes to Chicago Week in Review. J.T. Smith, producer. Joel Weissman, host. V.J. McAleer, executive producer, WTTW.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, Mayor Daley surprised the Bears with a $150 million Soldier Field renovation plan. The Bears are interested, but continue talking to Indiana about a new Gary Stadium. Illinois students getting a mixed report card, higher scores in math and writing, but lower in reading.
Thank you very much. This show has been on the air 20 years. We went 19 years without an Emmy, and this is our second one in a row. I'd just like to say thanks to my producer, Jay Smith, our executive producer, V.J. McAleer, Bill McCarter, who's the general manager and still in the hospital, and we wish him a speedy recovery, and also to Bob Morrow. Thank you very much.
All right, John.
The second winner, the second Emmy, goes to Sunday with Steve Baskerville. Steve Baskerville, host. Craig Constantine, Barbara Gillette, producers. George Washington, associate producer. Marianne McGinnis, segment producer, WBBM TV.
Next on Sunday with Steve Baskerville. presenting the singing Peruvian chef, the Home Alone star turned Olympic judo artist, a web of seductive sounds from Spider Salon, and the sexy lines and amazing prices of perfume bottles.
Woo! That scared me. That's us up there, isn't it? There are so many people who worked hard to make this show fun to do. It was like a meteor shooting across the sky, and it sparkled, and we didn't know exactly how to describe it other than to know that we enjoyed being there every week to be a part of it. And these are the folks who represent the work behind this. Terrific. I mean, George and Barbara and Marion and Craig. And where's Cheryl? And people are saying, is he going to name everybody involved? But truly, I feel blessed to have good people who were part of this experience, and they deserve all the credit. This represents the work that you did. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Night. Thank you. Okay, things are already getting out of hand. I've been asked by the management to remind you, one speaker per group, please. Don't cause trouble. All right, now, to complete the categories for informational programs, here is WGBO Chicago anchor George Barbosa and the host of Get Real on Wisconsin Public Television, Andrew Bentley.
How you doing? Good evening. How are you,
Hi.
partner?
Pretty good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Good. We're starting with category 14, Outstanding Achievement for a Magazine Program Series. And the nominees are Discover Wisconsin Television Series WITI, Wild Chicago WTTW, and Good Eating CLTV.
And the Emmy goes to
Oh, he's ready.
And the Emmy goes to It's coming.
We're getting there.
Wild Chicago. Harvey Moshman, producer Will Klinger.
So I too could be a psychic.
WTTW.
Now, does it work with animals as well?
Yes, I do intuitive type things with horses. Diese Moment nach mit dir. Und wir hoffentlich, es kommt ein bisschen mehr langsam, aber das geht jetzt nicht mit dir.
I bet Dionne Warwick couldn't have done that.
Thank you. Our host, Will Klinger, couldn't be here tonight, but he advised me that a good acceptance speech is a short one. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank our correspondents, Mindy Bell, Brad Perry, Cassie Harlow, the management of WTTW, that's Bob Morrow, Vijay McAleer, and thanks very much.
Category 15, Outstanding Achievement for an Informational Segment or Feature. The nominees are Dairy Pricing, KTCA, Techno at Bytes, Peter Buffett, WMVS, Dollar Signs for What It's Worth, Triple Witching Hour, WMVS, and Torno a Nuestros Hijos, WSNS. How's my Spanish?
Perfect. Perfect. He did well.
Extremely Local News, WFLD.
Okay, and the Emmy goes to, this shouldn't take too long. There we go. Extremely Local News. Bruce Wolf, host, Jeff Nelson, producer,
Do you have any
WFLD
suspects for the remaining figurine that is missing?
No, I don't.
So the six dwarfs sit there, waiting for their brother to return. According to the legend, one day a prince came and rescued Snow White. Maybe someday a prince will come with one dwarf in tow to the Hale home.
Okay, we've been just told the Academy will have to accept on behalf of the Academy, so we just walk off and pick it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Hopefully.
Okay, so I was a little late. All right, my fault. Next, the awards for children's programming. Our first presenters in this category are the hosts of Sports Channel's Schoolyard Jam, Amy Stone and Brandon Thompson.
Hi. Is this your first Emmy Awards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
What's it like?
Kind of reminds me of prom.
Okay, I guess. Category 16 Children's Series, ages 12 and under. The Magic Door Television Theater, WBBM. Get Real, Wisconsin Public Television. Mi Escuelita, My Little School, WSNS.
And the Emmy goes to... Get Real. Kathy Beeson, James Steinbach, Dave Wallach, Nella Ciento, Charles Meyer.
The Hodag is a make-believe monster that began with a lumberjack named Gene Shepard.
The Hodag's not a real animal, and because he was such a good storyteller, he convinced everybody that it was.
Most people say the Hodag is a myth, but there are some people who still believe the Hodag is real. So if you want to hang with the Hodag, all you have to do is come to Rhinelander, the home of the Hodag.
This was really unexpected, but thank you to the Midwest chapter of the Academy Awards. Congratulations to everyone who has been nominated, because it's just cool to be here. Thanks to everyone who worked so hard to make this show happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Category 17, Children's Programming, ages 12 and under. And the nominees are Simply Science, KARE, Kids Cool, People First, KMSP, and Kids Cool Family Special, Feeling Groovy, KMSP.
And the Emmy goes to two winners. Kids Cool, People First. Brian Sock, producer host KMSP TV, and Kids Cool Family Special, Feeling Groovy. Brian Sock, producer host KMSP TV.
If a person has a disability, it simply means they have special needs to do certain things. Perhaps it's a cousin that uses a wheelchair to get around, or a neighbor who is visually impaired uses a walking cane, or even a friend who uses a hearing aid to hear better. All of these are examples of certain disabilities that require special needs.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the Academy, and special thanks to my wife for all her support and coping with my late night hours editing at midnight, because it's not a news show, which is important to our station. But the program is very important for teaching nonviolent ways to deal with conflicts. And one thing that I want to say, thank you for I guess, is it twice? Is that for two of them?
Twice. Yep, 2 times.
Weird. Anyway, thank you for that. To all the people that are producers and broadcasters of children's television and that have to meet this FCC requirement, I know there's been a lot of controversy lately as far as having to meet 3 hours a week. All I want to say is not to rush these children's programmings to make this requirement. I think we really need to develop these programs so that they are concrete, so that they do have very excellent messages to kids, because they are our future. I strongly believe in that, and it can be done in a fun and exciting way, and that is very entertaining. So thank you very much for these. Thank you very much.
Ready?
Yeah.
Well, with the election only 3 weeks away now, I was thinking it might be good to take a little poll here. How many thought the steak was surprisingly good tonight? And how many thought the dessert was not as good as it looked? All right, just checking. Our next Emmy Awards will be presented by the man who plays Sven Gulli on Chicago's The U, Channel 26, Rich Coase, and by a member of the station's crew on The U, Mike Wilkins.
Well, Mike, you're a young man, and I thought I'd give you a little pointer here. Yes. A 13-year-old tux and a 45-year-old body mixed like oil and water. Ooh, a little tight. You know, I hope they have the same entertainment this year. Last year, I think many of you remember that the magician cut off Larry Mente's head. This year, he's going to try something even more astounding. He's going to try to take the eye makeup off Janet Davies. And you know, that's really... Bummo, tough crowd. So much for our brief ad lib. And now it's category 18, Outstanding Achievement for Children's Programs, teen series between the ages 13 and 18. The nominees are Don't Believe the Hype, Food for Thought, KTCA. Schoolyard Jam, Sports Channel, Chicago. And Curfew Center, WCCO.
And the Emmy goes to... A lot of glue on this thing. Schoolyard Jam. Michael Spear, producer. Mike Bogard, executive producer. Brandon Thompson, Amy Stone, host, Sports Channel, Chicago.
You know, a lot of people have asked me a question, and the thing about Jared, he's been playing soccer since he was 5 years old, and all I want him to do is to do whatever makes him happy, and at this point, soccer makes him happy because he has the ability and the skill that he's developed over the years.
There was one moment in the last year that I think summed up our show. Brandon was doing an interview with Michael Jordan. They sat down at the United Center, and the cameraman turned to Brandon and said, "All right, we're rolling." And Brandon looked up at Michael Jordan, and Michael looked back, and they started laughing. And they just started laughing. And that was what our whole show is about. We left it in the show. It's a very innocent show. These two have so much charm, and it's going to be another great year. Thank you very much.
Category 19, Outstanding Achievement for Children's Programs, teen program between the ages of 13 and 18. And the nominees are MSI Science Zone, Aviation, WGN, Teen Forum, WISN for Racism, and Teen Forum again for Suicide, WISN.
The music fades, and the Emmy goes to... Yeah, the heck with the glue.
Yeah.
Category 19, the Emmy goes to Teen Forum Racism. Mary Beth Jacoby, Matt Johnson, Jenna Kostelnik, Dwayne Walls, producers, Eve Porter, Nick Honorato, hosts, WISN TV.
Where do you think the root of the problem of racism is? Like I said, the root of the problem is in people who want to systematically destroy a certain number of people. As long as it is an objective and a goal to destroy a certain people, racism will continue to occur.
Thank you. Gosh, first time we won this, we've been on for a long time. I know it means a lot to everybody who's standing up here because we all worked really, really hard. I wasn't the host when this was nominated, but I'm the host this year, so I'll see you all next year as well as the rest of us.
And finally, Category 20, Outstanding Achievement for Children's Programs, Children or Teen Segment or Feature. Bozo's Super Sunday Show feature, Boz Goes, WGN. And, pardon me, my Hispanic friends, mi escuelita leer es divertido, reading is fun, WSNS.
And the Emmy goes to... Reading is fun. Jose Lamas, Carol Henson, Luz Maria Solis, producers, WSNS Television.
Me gusta leer historias divertidas de gentes y animales, también de plantas vivas, relatos lindos, cuentos de valles y montañas, de árboles que bailan al ritmo de los vientos.
Thank you very much. When 3 years ago, Charlie Serrano told me that he was going to get us $850,000 to produce this series for children that cannot attend a school, preschool, children of preschool age, 40,000 of them. I thought he was kidding me, but Edgar Lopez, and many other Hispanic leaders in the Capitol, aware of the situation, got off the money. Lourdes Monteagudo helped us find the concept that we needed to use in order to produce a real good educational experience for our children. Luz Maria Solis led a group of teachers of the public schools specializing in early child development to do this, and Carol Hanson put it together for us. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, everyone, and thank you.
So I'm looking up here. What are these things that are floating up there? It looks like a low-budget version of Independence Day, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, there are a few special people we'd like to mention in connection with this evening's Emmys. Chair of the Nominations Committee, Program Director of WSNS Channel 44, Marissa, I knew I would do this, Quillis Yalanowski. Executive Director, Gina Borson, for all her hard work. WGN Channel 9 for donating camera equipment tonight. WBBM Channel 2 for donating a camera and satellite uplink for the nominations party. And our producer for the evening, Mike Liederman and Liederman Productions. Thank you, Mike. Also with us tonight is one of the two recipients of the National Academy Trustees Scholarship from Northwestern University, Adam Sharp. To present our next Emmys, here are WCCO Minneapolis reporter Garvin Snell and anchor for WCFC Chicago's Page 2 newscast, Sunmi Choi.
Thank you. I think you're first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. The first Emmys for Outstanding Achievement for Individual Excellence will be given for on-camera performance, as well as directing, camera, set design, and animation.
These are categories 34 through 44 in your program. As we announce the recipients, we ask them to come up to the stage and be recognized. But we ask you in the audience to hold your applause until everyone is on stage.
Okay, here we go. This year's Emmy Awards for Individual Excellence goes, and as we said, hold your applause, there are quite a few of them. Category 34, Anchors, Lester Holt, WBBM. Mark Edward Strell, WISN. Category 35, News Reporters, Lester Holt, Declared Dead, WBBM. Tim Boltz, Composite, WFRV. Dave Wildermuth, Through the Ice, KARE. Jeff Ballion, Composite, KMSP. Category 36, Program Hosts and Reporters. I apologize if I got this name wrong. Brian Zock, Composite, KMSP. And Mark Saxenmeyer, Composite, WFLD. And last, Category 37, Performers, James Earl Jones, Stage of Our Own, WGN. You can applaud now. Oh, sorry.
We have one more category.
Jump the gun on the applause.
Okay, categories 38 through 44. Category 38, Animation. Joseph Mazur, Election 96, WFLD. Category 39, Art Direction or Set Design, Jeffrey Dunaz, Composite, WBBM. Category 40, Audio, Vern Norwood, Bernie Baudry, Dakota Exile, KTCA. Category 41, Camera News, Mark Anderson, Outside Noise, KARE. Lane H. Michelson, Composite, KARE. Category 42, Camera, Non-News, Kent D. Westberg, Composite, KARE. Category 43, Directing Live or Live on Tape, Sarah Tucker Fisher, Composite, WGN. Category 44, Directing Edited, George Reed, Composite, WBAY. Congratulations.
Now you can really applaud.
I think you can all come up to the stage and get your awards.
As they say, come on down.
Yes. congratulations to all of you, and we'd just like to let you know that the rest of the individual Emmys will be awarded later in the program.
We had a special Emmy to present tonight for the deepest voice in television broadcasting for James Earl Jones, but he could not be here tonight.
This is CNN.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce a member of the Academy's Board of Governors and chairperson of the Education Committee, Ginny Weissman.
Again this year, the Chicago Midwest chapter is proud to award scholarships to 3 students who plan to pursue studies in broadcasting and communications. Each scholarship has been donated by an Academy member together with Natus and is valued at $3,500. To present the first scholarship, here are attorney talent agent Elliot Ephraim and WGN weatherman Tom Skilly.
The winner of the John and Ann Drury Natus Scholarship is a senior at Northwestern University. She's majoring in journalism. Her name is Sherry Diorio. Sherry, do you want to come on up? And the winner of the Donald and Rebecca Ephraim Natus Scholarship is a senior at Columbia College majoring in TV production, Christy Ray. Christy?
All of us have worked with young people, and we've asked them how much it costs to go to school, and we know how expensive it is, so this is a real treat. I'm pleased to present my scholarship and that of the Natus group to James McDunn, also a senior at Columbia College. James, are you out there? Oh, here's James here. James, congratulations. Nice to see you. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom and Elliot, and congratulations to all our winners. We hope other members will be inspired to invest in tomorrow's professionals by donating scholarships in the future. The Television Academy also sponsors a national program for junior and high school senior students called CCV, Creating Critical Viewers. It teaches young people not what to watch on television, but how to watch. The Chicago Midwest chapter has joined with several area TV stations to bring this study program to local schools. Tonight, we honor 2 teachers from Stevenson High School in Lincolnshire whose efforts have promoted the goals of the CCV project and helped produce more critical viewers. The CCV project coordinator, Dan Magner, joins me now in presenting the Academy's Media Literacy Award to Wendell Schwartz, chairman of Stevenson's English Department, and Communication Arts instructor, Mary Crystal.
So, wrong, there we go, the Herald. I'm looking at the teleprompter, these glass things. Thank you, Dan and Ginny. Time to get back to the Emmy Awards. Our next presenters are co-anchors of First Thing in the Morning on NBC5, Art Norman and Robin Mead.
Good evening.
Good evening. And I'd like to say our next category is Category 21, Outstanding Achievement for Special Event Programs Created for Television. The nominees are well, I can't open it yet.
Right, you gotta read your nominees. Right.
The 1996 Golden Apple Awards, WTTW. Portraits of Parenting, NBC5. Billiken Summerfest, WBBM. A Garden on the Pier, the 1996 Chicago Flower and Garden Show, WBBM. And the Emmy goes to...
And the Emmy for Category 21 goes to the Billiken Summerfest, the WBBM TV.
All the highlights and personalities of the biggest celebration of the season. Welcome to the Billiken Summer Blast. And take it away, Lester and Marianne.
Over 10,000 participants, over 1 million spectators, hot sunny weather, music, the delicious smell of food everywhere.
On behalf of Craig Constantine, Dorothy Tucker, John Davis, Lester Holt, Marianne Childers, and everyone else who worked on the special, I'd like to say thank you for this very much. Bye-bye.
And congratulations. Moving to category number 22 for Outstanding Achievement for Special Events Programs Not Created for TV. And the nominees are Chicago Celebra el Cinco de Mayo, WGBO. Magnificent Mile Lights Festival, WGN. 1995 Year in Review, KMSP. And Holodazzle Parade, WCCO. Auto Expo 96, WSNS. 1996 Chicago Auto Show, WGN. And the Emmy goes to
Chicago Celebra el Cinco de Mayo. Ana Andrea Ara, Luis Di Pera, producers, WGBO TV. Congratulations.
Elsa, ¿estás nerviosa? No. No, ahorita poquito, más tarde. Poquito, pero ya estás lista, ¿verdad? Sí, ya estamos listos. ¿Ya merito, ya merito? Sí. Sí. No se me ponga nerviosa.
I'd like to thank the Univision Television Group for permitting all young Hispanics in Chicago to be part of this great television community. Pretty much 80% of our production staff is under 28, so I really think we all are doing a good job at the station, and we'll invite any Hispanic in the community to be part of this great community. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The other way.
Presenting our next awards will be anchor Carlos Sanchez of WSNS Channel 44, and from CLTV, reporter anchor Melissa Ross.
Good evening. In category 23, the Outstanding Achievement for a Single Entertainment Program, the nominees are Just Passing Through, WTTW, Testify, WCFC, and Best of Svengoolie Year One Special, WCIU.
And the Emmy goes to Best of Svengoolie, Year One Special. Dave Ward, executive producer. Rich Kaz, producer host. James Tamaki, Stephen Wagner, Chris Faulkner, and associate producers, WCIU TV.
Do you like bad movies? Those good or bad movies? They're so terrible, they're groovy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Where the terror is creeping, or leapers that is leaping, you'd be better off sleeping. Oh yeah.
I don't know, yes me.
Congratulations.
Look, she can do the Macarena. Look at these guys. I know these guys. And this is like every one of those old movies where there's this big society event going on, and they dress up the Three Stooges so they'll blend in. Now, nobody's supposed to know that you boys are exterminators. This is, this is really nice. I have an awful lot of people to thank. First of all, Jaime Tamaki, Chris Faulkner, and of course, Steve Wagner, also known as my son Chip. I have to thank the Shapiro family, Howard Shapiro, Norman Shapiro, our friends from the graphics department, Andrew, all the guys, our floor people, Adi Goldberg and Jolene Feirick, the person who made my suit too small. I have to thank Steve and Johnny from WGN who put me together with our general manager, Neil Sabin, whose first words to me on the phone were, "This was meant to be." I'm real happy to be at Channel 26. We're trying to do, there was a thing that a lot of you know about called the Chicago School of Television, and I think we're trying to keep a little bit of that alive, and hopefully we'll get to do more entertainment programming and try to resuscitate my suit. Thank you.
And now, Category 24, Outstanding Achievement for an Entertainment Series. The nominees are Image Union, WTTW. The Jim Shorts Cavalcade of Sports for You, Sports Channel, Chicago.
And the Emmy goes to... And the Emmy goes to...
So noisy.
These are definitely very hard to open. Here we go. Category 24, Image Union. Jay Shefsky, series producer, WTTW.
When the drums talk to you, it hits a chord within.
There's no division in traditional African thought between drum and dance.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to thank Tom Weinberg, who created Image Union 19 years ago, Jamie Caesar, who produced it for many years, Joe Cummings, who you know as a reporter on radio on BBM for many years, who now is the voice of Bob, our host on Image Union, and WTTW management, who has stayed committed to this quirky little show for 19 years. And you know, there's shows like this that come and go in public television all over the country, but this is the one that has hung in there, and WTTW deserves a lot of credit for keeping it on. And independent producers whose short films and tapes go on Image Union, and without a lot of budget and with very little recognition, they keep plugging away. And so an award for Image Union is really an award for them too. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And one more to go for the two of us. Category 25, Outstanding Achievement for an Entertainment or Special Events Segment or Feature. The nominees tonight are A Child Believes, WBAY. Svengoolie, WCIU.
Here we go. And the Emmy goes to A Child Believes, Mike Svison, Tim Cobb, producers, WBAY-TV. Congratulations.
When they tell you your daughter or your child has cancer,
That's all we could do is just watch these little monitors going beep, 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 beep.
We were leaving, and he had been transferred to the helicopter to take off the children. And I had been virtually that day, and here's my husband running down the hall at Theta Clark, crying to see his baby take off in a helicopter.
You know, when you're an independent production company, you gotta like all your clients. Some of them you really love, and Children's Hospital is one that we really just feel great that this acknowledgement came. I'd like to thank Tim, probably the best director in the world, and Norm Krisnock, who keeps us on track, so thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Congratulations and thank you.
Good evening.
Now it's time for the Sports Awards. To present them, here is the news director of WCIU, Gary Salem, and the star of Bozo's Circus on WGN, Bozo the Clown himself, Joey Dioria.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the proceedings. We're having a lot of fun tonight, and we can hear this year, which is kind of nice, too. Now, not only do I get the opportunity to work in the same facility with Rich Cause, Svengoolie, but tonight, big surprise to me, thanks to, unfortunately, Bob Surratt suffering an injury, I get a chance to work with another clown.
Thank you. Well, it's great to be here as always. It's also great to have been up against James Earl Jones.
Was that you back there doing this? Yeah. That's what it was. Let's go to category number 26, live or unedited coverage of sporting events, single programs, or series. The nominees are Chicago Bulls basketball on Sports Channel Chicago, Chicago Cubs and White Sox baseball on WGN-TV, WGN, Chicago Bulls basketball on WGN-TV, WGN, Timberwolves versus Suns Midwest Sports Channel, Golden Gopher Hockey, Midwest Sports Channel, Minnesota Twins Baseball, WCCO, and the Emmy goes to...
All right. Oh, whoops. Well, we have multiple Emmys going to Chicago Cubs and White Sox Baseball on WGN-TV, Bill Borson, executive producer, Arnie Harris, Skip Ellison, producers, Joe Conejo, John Walgren, associate producers, WGN-TV.
Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win! Holy cow! Mark Grace came through with a single to left, and the Cubs have won the season's opener before a capacity crowd.
Unfortunately, not quite enough of those wins this year, but hopefully in years to come. We're very proud of WGN with our sports, and a lot of very talented people in the sports department that put out this product, and this is for them, and Arnie Harris, who does the Cubs, produces and directs them, and Joe Corneo, associate produces Mandy Cohen, assistant director on the Cubs, Skip Ellison on the White Sox, and John Walgren on the White Sox. Of course, Harry Carey, which has been around for a long, long time, and Steve Sohn and Wayne Larrabee on the Cubs front, Hawk Harrelson and Tom Paciorek on the White Sox. So we're thrilled to bring it, and all we need now is a pennant or a World Series. Thank you.
The second Emmy goes to Chicago Bulls basketball on WGN-TV.
Ewing for three. That won't get it done. Michael, rebound. Good job by little Steve Kerr blocking Starks off the ball. And then Michael, look at this. Jordan. Look at this. Yes. 26. Another timeout, New York.
We have a lot of those victories, which we love out there, that's for sure. Actually, all the same people. So this is actually very special to everybody at WGN in the sports department and really throughout the station to honor all of the sports that we do, because all these people work very hard. There is no downtime for any of these people. Wayne Larrabee also does double duty on our basketball coverage. Red Kerr, Dan Roan, that's part of our pregame, and so on. A lot of the same people. Jim Zurich, our station manager, Peter Walker, our general manager, the support we get from everybody, we're truly grateful. And we think there's one more world championship left in the Chicago Bulls. Thank you very much.
And the third Emmy in category 26 goes to the Golden Gopher Hockey.
The old barn across 4th Street hosted the greatest games in Gopher hockey history. Big games with some of Minnesota's greatest players. WCHA opponents were ambushed not by just great teams, but by a great atmosphere. Now, it's a new era and a new arena, which this weekend will see the biggest games of its short life. Minnesota and Colorado College have been on a collision course all season long.
Wow, well, we live in Minnesota and we do hockey. Is there a surprise there? And it's cold and we have ice, so we do lots of games and we win Emmys. And this goes to all the people at the MSC who work so hard for 33 games a year to put games on and keep those people in Minnesota real happy all winter long. Thanks a lot.
Okay, moving right along, category 27, Outstanding Achievement for a Series Covering Sports Events. The nominees are Bulls Game Time, Sports Channel Chicago. Chicago Blackhawks Game Time, Sports Channel Chicago. Wolves TV, WCIU. Bullseye, Chicago Bulls Basketball Pre-Game Show, WGN. Chicago Bears Super Bowl Shootout, WBBM. Randy Shaver Sports Extra, KARE. And the Emmy goes to...
Once again, we have multiple winners in this category. Outstanding Achievement for Sports Programs, series covering sports events. Number one would be Chicago Bears Super Bowl Shootout. Phil Wolf, executive producer. Howard Sudbury, Johnny Morris, Dick Butkus, host, WBBM TV.
Dan Hampton. I'd hate to see what would happen if he gets hold of it. Right.
Way right, way right.
He's pushed it to the right. Got a little slice going. He's in the trees.
Thank you very much. I'd like to share this Emmy with all the technicians at WBBM TV. This is a very difficult project to do, and without their help, I wouldn't be able to receive this up here. So none of them are here tonight, but I'd like to share it with them anyways. Thank you all very much.
And the other Emmy winner is Randy Shaver Sports Extra, Randy Shaver reporter, Jack Roberts producer, KARE TV.
See a girl leap in tall buildings for a single rebound. A man stop a speeding bullet with his bare face and come back for more.
The last time I had this helmet on, I got hit in the face with a 90-mile-an-hour heater. Oh, God!
And just who is this masked man fighting against forces of evil?
Randy couldn't be here tonight, but just knowing that working with him at CARE, he is one of the hardest working people I've ever worked with in my life. They put out a real quality project, so thank you very much.
Congratulations to you both. Now, Category 28 deals with outstanding achievement for a single program covering sports or based on a sports theme. The nominees are Spirit of Sports, Illinois Special Olympics, Sports Channel Chicago. Sports Channel Report, Christmas Show, Sports Channel Chicago. Sports Channel Sports Awards, who else with Sports Channel Chicago? And Roses Are Purple, NBC5. Shoot the Bull, WGN. Halfway to Destiny, WGN. Bears Season Preview, CLTV. Northwestern's Miracle Season, WFLD. And the Emmy goes to...
And we have 3 Emmys going to, the first one to Sports Channel Report Christmas Show.
Coach Purdue, Will, look, I know I haven't played in a while. Give me a shot, though, will you, partner? Give me a shot. Watch me on this. I got outside shot. 15 feet and down, I'll drain it. I want to get hurt. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give it up, give it up, give it up. I'm open. Got it.
Thank you very much. I want to dedicate this award. We lost somebody very special this year. Jeff Stanton, one of our associate producers on the Sports Channel Report, died quickly and tragically with cancer. Jeff, this is for you.
The second Emmy is awarded to Halfway to Destiny. Bill
The
Gorson,
general
executive
assembles his troops. A commander, his leader, and a mercenary head the pack. They are driven by desire, guided by a common goal. They spend their nights stalking the opponent, their days chasing history. And now, they are halfway to destiny.
Boy, what can you say about World Championship team? It's easy to do a lot of shows about the Chicago Bulls, and I want to say thanks to everybody at WGN, Nancy Burns, who edited virtually all the features that were in the show, and the WGN production department, who put in so many hours to work on the show. thanks to everybody, and go Bulls.
And the third Emmy is awarded to Northwestern's Miracle Season.
Welcome to the sun and fun capital of the world, Los Angeles, California, where you can still hit the beach as we approach New Year's Day, or take a stroll down Rodeo Drive, where you're likely to bump into a movie star or two. But we're here to talk about stars of a different kind, stars who plan on rocking the Rose Bowl less than 48 hours from now. The Northwestern Wildcats getting set to duke it out with the USC Trojans.
Well, we have another big sports day on Fox tomorrow with the marathon and all, and a lot of the people can't be here tonight. So I was lucky enough that they let the AD come out and play tonight. So on behalf of Greg, Corey, Tim, John, Ann, I thank you very much.
Wow. Category 29, Outstanding Achievement for a Sports Segment or Feature. The nominees are Daryl Sutter, a Father's Choice Sports Channel, Chicago. You're not going to help me, are you?
You really want help, huh?
Yeah.
I would go with Shido Khan.
Shido Khan, thank you. NBC, Channel 5. Dodd Sutterbraun, WFLD. Whitey Skog, Midwest Sports Channel. No Handicap. I wish I could say the same. KMSP. The Amy White Story, KSTP. And the Emmy goes to
the person who glued this.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, the Emmy Award for Outstanding Achievement for Sports Program, Sports Segment Feature, Whitey Skog, Pat Fisher, reporter, Dan Trubenbach, producer, Midwest Sports Channel. Congratulations.
He's been many things to many people. A basketball hero, a teacher, a coach. Most recently, head golf coach at Gustavus Adolphus College. And now, after 39 years of service at Gustavus, Skoog is retiring.
Well, I could have gone elsewhere and coached, and I could have coached out of state, but I guess I wanted to stay here. And I wanted to coach young people.
Remember me? I'm not a weatherman. Whitey Skoog is an institution in Minnesota, and this award goes to Pat Fisher and Dan Trubenbach, who put this piece together, and that's why they're not here, because they're working on more Whitey Skoogs for us up in northern Minnesota. Thanks a lot. See ya.
Thank you.
Let us continue with our next presenters from WFLD Chicago news anchor Maurice Dubois and from KMSP Minneapolis, Associate News Director Alan Beck.
We're going to start with category number 30, that is for Outstanding Achievement for Commentary. And the nominees are Larry Menti, Look at What They're Doing with Your Money from WBBM. Dick Kay, Saturday Commentaries on NBC5. Jack Connerty for the Week in Review at WFLD. And Rick Horowitz, a composite from WMVS.
The Emmy in this category goes to, keep breathing, we have 2 Emmys in this category. First, Larry Menti, Look What They're Doing with Your Money, WBBM TV.
There are 125 state agencies, and all of their checks have to go through the state comptroller's office in Springfield. Now, every agency has their own computers, but most of them aren't compatible with the comptroller's office computer, so they have to do all the paperwork there by hand. Do you have any idea how much that costs? Of course, they don't have to worry about it. They're not paying for it. You are.
This is so cool, commentary, can you believe it? I remember when I used to do commentary. Now my commentary, I'm the co-host of Access Hollywood now. My commentary is limited to maybe every once in a while, like after a Baywatch story, I go, wow, look at that. So that's basically my commentary. Access Hollywood, by the way, 6:30 on Channel 5. Check your local listings in other markets. I still love Channel 2. Anyway, Jim Edwards is really the catalyst behind this. I just kind of wrote and smirked through them, but Jim Edwards deserves this award more than anybody else, and now I got to run. I just got beeped. Madonna's having a midnight feeding. See ya.
Also taking home an Emmy in this category, Dick Kay, Saturday Commentaries, NBC5.
No friendship is so lasting as the friendship of our youth. No memories so enduring as the memories of our youth. The tears shed at the railroad crossing, the flowers, teddy bears, posters, crosses, and other mementos that were brought to the scene were promises that friends will not forget, that memories will last.
Dick's out of town tonight, and I'm happy to take this on his behalf, and he's a legendary guy, and we're very happy for him. Thanks a lot.
Okay, we're moving along. Category 31, Outstanding Achievement for a Public Service Announcement or Campaign. The nominees are Imagine Life Without the Arts, WBBM. My Life, Sports Channel Chicago. Statements, WPWR. What Good People Say, WPWR. Chicago Matters Minutes, WTTW. Gospel Festival Campaign, WPWR. 1996 Jefferson Awards, NBC5. And Children First Curiosity, WISN.
And the Emmy goes to... There are two winners. The first one, What Good People Say. Karen Casper Seldal, producer. Marsha Lippitz, contributing producer at WPWR-TV.
Can good people be a part of the cycle of violence? Get away from me, I'm busy.
How many times do I have to tell you the same thing? Are you deaf?
Vete de mi lado, estoy ocupado.
Give that back before you break it. Shut up!
No hugs until you do what I say.
Get away from me, I'm busy.
What kind of trouble are you in now? What is your problem?
For once, I'm very humbled and honored by accepting this award. We all are. We put a lot of work into it. Unfortunately, it's terrible that we have to make PSAs about such terrible things such as homelessness and child abuse and domestic violence. But thank you to WPWR and all the stations for fighting these battles. Thank you.
And the second winner, Chicago Matters Minutes, Kay Weibel, producer, WTTW.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
Prayer or meditation is central to most religious traditions, but are our prayers heard? Is there a spiritual path? Watch Chicago Matters as we explore questions of faith Monday nights here on 11.
Well, I had a feeling this might win because if you're an Emmy jury, how do you vote against God, which is what these were all about. It's really an honor to be here, and I wouldn't be if it weren't for some very, very creative people that worked with me. Director Jack Gannett, my cameraman Michael Davis, and my principal editor Don DiMartini. And I also want to thank my boss on this project, my executive producer VJ McAleer, and top management at WTTW and the Chicago Community Trust for making this project possible. Thanks.
And now category number 32. This one is for outstanding achievement for a news promotion, announcement, or campaign. And there's a long list, so hang in there. Justice for All, KSTP. Stopping a Stalker, KSTP. Starstruck, WFLD. The 7 p.m. news on CLTV. Through the Ice on KARE. Mall Studio on WCCO. Mall Studio Window on WCCO. WCCO 4 News Image 96, WCCO. Blind Danger, NBC 5. How to Survive a House Fire on WBBM, Neighbor vs. Neighbor on WBBM, Richard Speck Speaks on WBBM, Falsely Accused, NBC5, Lester Holt Image on WBBM, Fat Free Monday, NBC5.
What are the odds there'll be more than one winner here? And in fact, there are 5. Oh, come on. Mall Studio, Mark Foreman, producer, Scott Wooldridge, Gay Allen, co-producers, WCCO TV.
C, C,
Oh.
C, C,
Oh.
C, C.
We paid the talent per syllable in that spot. And we've got some of the greatest promotions people at the station. I don't want to repeat their names because we fear that you would take them. But Scott, Mark, and Gail just do a great job for us. So this is for them.
Not so fast. Also for Mall Studio Window, Mark Foreman, producer, Scott Wooldridge, co-producer, WCCO TV.
See?
Channel 4's Don Shelby and Colleen Needles are going out of their way to keep your new studio on Nicollet Mall in tip-top shape. Let's go in for a closer look, shall we? Oh, there's a brilliant backhand by Don, and Colleen counters with a spectacular stroke. Ah, and there's another wonderful wipe. What a glass act, these two, providing you, the home viewer, with yet another window of opportunity to make 4 News your news. Your new studio on the Mall, a must-see, weekdays at noon and 5 on Channel 4.
I'm happy to say that Don and Colleen just don't go out to do promos. They also go out to do stories, which seems to be rare with anchors. But Don and Colleen are good sports, and OSHA wasn't on our case for this. And again, Mark, Scott, and Gail deserve a lot of this credit. Thank you.
The third Emmy in this category, How to Survive a House Fire. Mark A. Smith, producer, WBBM TV.
Tonight, 2 News burns down a house to show you how to survive. What if it happened to you and your family? Would you know what to do and what not to?
This is a mistake so many parents make.
2 News takes you inside a burning home to teach you how to survive a house fire. A 2 News Extra, tonight on 2 News at 10.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm just really happy to have the good content from a man named Larry Menti, works for Access Pyro, and he said, "Can you blow this up from 18 angles?" Then I had it. It was easy. Thank you.
Fourth Emmy in this category, the Lester Holt Image. Lori Turwell, producer, NBC5.
When most teenage boys were chasing girls, Lester Holt was chasing the story.
At 16, I had the chance to go on the air, and I was hooked.
His love for reporting took him from California, New York, then home to Chicago.
I love Chicago. Here you have a town of diverse neighborhoods, colorful politicians, lots of characters, and it's a great place to raise a family.
Lester Holt, working for you.
Well, I have to thank Lester. Lester told me that really this was kind of his Emmy, because if we didn't have Lester, then we didn't have this promo. So, Lester, here you go.
Finally, in this category, an Emmy to Fat Free Monday. Joanne A. Stern, producer, also NBC5.
Fat-free, low-fat, reduced fat, non-fat, light, lean. But what in the world does it all mean? If labels and info about low-fat and light foods are leaving you lightheaded, lighten up. Because Monday's the day to be fat-free, as the Channel 5 News gives you the skinny in all those grams, ounces, and serving sizes.
On behalf of Joanne A. Stern, thank you very much. If I may speak for her, thank you.
Category 33, Outstanding Achievement for Non-News Promotion or Campaign. The nominees are Sports Channel Report Live in the Locker Room, Sports Channel Chicago. The Crew on the U, WCIU. Oh My Godzilla Weekend, WGN. Southside Superheroes 1996 White Sox, WGN. Dirty Harry, WGN. Hercules in Chicago, WGN. Brady Bunch, Hip to Be Square, WPWR. Around Chicagoland, CLTV. Lester, Linda Letterman, WBBM. Worms World, NBC5. Insider, WISM.
What are the odds on this one, huh? Not bad. We have 3 winners. The first one is Southside Superheroes, the 1996 White Sox. Tim Brady, Pam Pearson, WGN-TV.
Somewhere in Chicago, a magic diamond has morphed an ordinary baseball team into the Southside Superheroes. Meet the Big Hurt, crushing baseballs using only a stick. Vacman, the infield vacuum cleaner. The Flamethrowers, hurling heat. Grand Slam, king of the base-clearing blast. Who controls these awesome forces? The Brain, the Southside Superheroes. Sox Mariners, Thursday night at 7.
My thanks to Tim Brady, who now works for NBC 2000 in LA. It was spots like this that got him there. Thank you very much.
Winner number 2, Brady Bunch, Hip to Be Square. Tom Vodic, producer, WPWR-TV.
Why, this place is like a paradise.
It's hip to be square.
Oh, we got a wonderful bunch of kids.
It's hip to be square.
They're telecasting a peace conference.
Look at that.
Just doing chores around the house without being asked is too much.
You have been chosen Father of the Year.
Get hip to the Bradys, Sunday at 11. Only on UPN Power 50.
Well, it's easy to work with material like that, I got to tell you. We don't have a lot of original programming at PWR, so really we can only win these things for PSAs and promos. We won one for each today, so thanks, you know. PWR is the best. A couple of quick thanks. Al Devaney, General Manager, Tom Fye, Program Director, great promotion manager, Diane Hannes, greatest art designer, Laura Darris. She's the best. And thank all of them. They make this possible, and thanks to my wife, she makes everything possible. Thank you very much.
And winner number 3, Around Chicagoland, Julie Herskowitz and Cynthia Chappell at CLTV.
Chicagoland. It's one big city surrounded by 248 more cities and towns. It's 253 theaters, 10,653 restaurants, 304 summer festivals, 57 museums, over 8 million people, way too much construction, even more traffic, and one show that covers this great big place that we call home, Around Chicagoland. Weekend mornings from 6 to 9 a.m. and again at noon on CLTV News.
Cynthia and Julie were not able to be here tonight. I would like to congratulate them. Mary Lou Molesky, our creative services director, and our entire CLTV News team for giving us such a great product to promote. Thank you very much.
Richard Speck Speaks. I heard that from backstage. That's an intriguing title. I reminded me of, I have an album, John Wayne Gacy Sings, songs of Stephen Sondheim. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a former president of the Chicago TV Academy and current member of the Board of Governors, the chairman of the TV department at Columbia College, Mr. Ed Morris.
They didn't put this on the prompter because Harold is so tall and I've been looking up like that, so I wrote what I was going to say here tonight. It's provided in the rules of the Chicago chapter of the Academy that each year the Board of Governors may present one or more deserving members with a Governor's Award in recognition of achievements by individuals or organizations that do not fall within the structure of the chapter's regular area awards. In point of fact, a Governor's Award is for outstanding achievement and service above and beyond being a good member and leading a blameless life. A Governor's Award is a very special award indeed, and is given that only a few of us receive it. I'm speaking of tonight's single honoree when I say leadership, creativity, and service in support of the program of the Chicago chapter. Thea Flom is the true nonpareil of all these areas. Before addressing these, however, I need to point out that she's come to the podium like this one 7 times to receive Emmy Awards from this Academy. In addition, she has won 10 International Film Awards and Television Awards, including the American Bar Association's Silver Gavel, a Best in Media Award from the National Council for Children's Rights, a Cine Golden Eagle, and a Golden Apple in 1993, and in 1993 was named Best Producer by Screen Magazine. But this Governor's Award, which I present tonight, is unique. It's for leadership, creativity, and service in our Academy. Thea is a creative leader of our industry and has done so much that any recitation of her achievements will be inadequate, but I will try to recite some. She has been an active governor for at least 15 years and has served on committees too numerous to name, but notably played a major role in the success of the National President's Meeting here in Chicago 2 years ago. It was her ingenuity which started the Siskel Ebert Oscar luncheons while serving a stint as the Academy's luncheon chair. And it was that same ingenuity which launched the first Silver Circle Awards, which have brought so much credit to the Academy now 3 years ago with Diane Stork. Needless to say, as you probably know, she was the creator of the Siskel and Ebert sneak previews, for which I'm sure Roger and Jean will be eternally grateful each time they go to the bank. Among other lasting successes was the phenomenal soundstage series for WTTW, which was one of the most successful or popular music series ever created for television, bar none. As a leader, she served 2 terms on the National Board of Trustees of the Academy, representing Chicago, and was National Vice President of the Academy for the past 2 years, an achievement which has eluded any Chicagoan for 30 years, a truly signal achievement. She is the founder and partner in Flaum Caravet Productions and brings great credit as a very successful producer of nationally seen and applauded television and cable series and specials. Best of all, for me, she's a very dear friend and a companion at the Opera, and I'm especially proud to be allowed to present her with the Governor's Award of the Chicago chapter for 1996. I give you Thea Flom.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you. This is a great honor. When you start out in this business, somehow you never imagine that someday you'll be presented with the Governor's Award. For one thing, I never expected to get old enough. But I am thrilled to be here. And ever since I got the news that I was getting this award a few weeks ago, I've been thinking about exactly how I got here. Here's what I think. First, I've always loved the fact that television is an exercise in cooperative creativity. It's got to be. After all, you simply can't do television by yourself. And I know that I'm not standing here tonight because I'm such a talented person, no matter what Ed Morris tells you, but because I've had the good luck to work with so many great directors and writers and producers and critics and actors and designers, and because I've had the good sense to listen to their ideas. I've always known somehow that my own creative vision was only the place where a television show began, not where it ended. I'm here tonight because I know how to listen to other people, and also, I think, because I've learned how to listen to myself. In the end, I make TV shows that I like to watch, that move me and excite me and interest me. I've always figured that if I like something, I hope the viewers will too, and with a few notable exceptions, they have. Finally, I feel very proud to be in the same company as the past recipients of this award. I've always enjoyed working with the Television Academy. I'm extremely grateful to the Academy. I'm grateful to my colleagues who share this exciting, dynamic business with me, to my friends, and especially to my wonderful, supportive family. You've all helped make this possible. I won't say that I love what I do, but how long do you suppose you have to keep working to qualify for another one of these? Thank you.
Well, I guess Sweeps Week is coming up, huh? November Sweeps? I'm sure you don't stoop to this stuff here, but in LA, whenever, you could always tell when it was Sweeps Week because